Yo, what's going on, guys? Cjeths here with, well, I guess my second roster update. Well, kind of. So, I decided that I gotta get on my horse with doing this because it won't be too long till the New York Rangers franchise mode is over, and we'll have to do, well, a new franchise mode. So, with that in mind, I have decided that on camera, I'm going to do the New York Rangers, Hartford Wolfpack, and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, so you can see everything I do with them. This is a predominantly Rangers fan channel, so I figured, well, why the hell not? So, if you follow me on Twitter, I expressed my disgust for the overalls for the New York Rangers as completely just inaccurate to an absolutely astonishing degree. They couldn't have messed up the Rangers as any more than they have. It's frustrating because I think when EA Sports puts these updates out, they don't really pay attention to what they do. They kind of just throw numbers together based off of what people say. Meanwhile, it would be wise of them to have guys that watch game by game for these teams, at least the NHL teams, just to have a better idea of what they're doing in roster updates, because it made zero sense. First of all right, well, let's take a look at Ryan McDonough here. There's not really much I'm going to do to Ryan McDonough. I think he's fine. I think 87 is a fair overall for Ryan McDonough. I don't think it's lowballing him. I don't think it's highballing him. Just a few things I want to do for McDonough. I don't think he's a hitter, but he's not hitting everybody. He's not if you up the body checking stat, that's just it's going to increase how many times he's throwing body checks. He's aggressive, but he's not overly aggressive. He's not going around trying to lay people out. That's not who Ryan McDonough is. That's not how he plays. Now, shot block, I think that could be 91. I think that's fair. I think stick checking should be 90. I don't know why it was 88 stick checking. And McDonough's the best stick checker on the Rangers. I think offensive awareness is fair at 89. He's strung together a few 40-point seasons in his career, and he's on pace to put up almost 40 assists this year. So I think the passing and puck control stats could be upgraded. But it's fair to have the body checking, aggressiveness, and most physical stats downgraded. Yeah. Does he take an over? I don't think he takes a lot of penalties. Every now and then McDonough does take a stupid penalty. But if you let's just look at his career for a second. In terms of penalty minutes, he has 12 penalty minutes this year. He had 37 last year, 22 the year before that. So he hovers around a 20 to 30 mark. I think that warrants at least an 83 for discipline, 82. Yeah, we'll keep it fair, 82. Because I don't want to be overly biased here. You just take penalties, but you give someone 80 discipline and take like 40 penalty minutes a season, which is ridiculous. So I think this is fair for McDonough. We'll even up the hand-eye just so he can shoot one-timers a little better. I think that's fair for Ryan McDonough. Again, I don't understand why his physical stats are as high as they were. He doesn't go out of his way to body check guys often, although he does. I just don't think, 87... Everything's 3 overall less than it was last year. Do you have him at 87? That's a 90 last year. I don't think McDonough's got 90 body checking. As for Kevin Shattenkirk, this is one I definitely want to dive into because it pisses me off. Why does he have low top 4 potential? Is he on the cusp of being a top 4 defenseman? I think high top 4, or even, I would argue, low elite is fair for Kevin Shattenkirk because he shows flashes of being an elite defender. Now, again, we're going to go back to the physical stats. Why the fuck is his body checking at 84? It makes zero sense. I'm knocking that down to 76, I think is fair. Knocking it down to 76. Puck control, boom. Passing up, it got to be up. I think that's fair. I think his slap shot is highly underrated. And his wrist shot he's got a more accurate shot than people give him credit for. I don't want to make it too high because I want to be like a 40-goal scorer. Strength, I'll knock that down to about an 83. He's not the toughest man on earth. He's a balanced skater. He's quite durable. We'll leave it at that. Steaking, I'm going to have up to 89. Aggressiveness, I'm going to knock that down to 80. He's not an overly physical player. Hand-eye, I got to get that up to like 85, 86. Shot blocking, fair. Offensive awareness, yeah. Defensive awareness, I'm actually going to knock down to an 87. I think he's a solid defensive player. I'm actually going to knock the stick checking up, though, because he's a solid stick checker. But defensive awareness, I think 88 is a bit of an overshot for Shattenkirk. I think you can even make the debate for 86, but 87 should be fair. I'm more focused on his offensive statistics and bringing those up and keeping his physical stats down. So that's what I think of Kevin Shattenkirk. Again, I could make his offensive awareness and passing and puck control all 94, but just so I don't have to deal with people telling me I'm biased, we're just going to leave it at that. Mika Zibanejad, we're going to jump into now. I think they got him listed as a two-way forward, which I kind of disagree with, but it makes sense at the same time. He does play a two-way game. He plays a 200-foot game. For Zibanejad, yeah, medium elite, that's fair. Body checking and speed, that's fair. I think passing should be up there at 88. I think his shot, everything can go up by 1. At least, I mean, well, I would have his accuracy up and lower the power down. Maybe the wrist shot power. I think that's fair for Zibanejad. He's got a pretty accurate and hard wrist shot. Okay, strength, I'm going to knock down to 87. I think 88 is a little over the top. That's fair. Face-offs, he's been one of the better face-off guys for the Rangers this year. I think his percentage is like 58. I don't know how to check that. I really don't feel like doing it either. I saw it the other day. It's like 50-something. Well above 50-something. Durability, I think that's fair at 83. He's good for 1 injury or 2 a year. That's fair. That's better. Hand-eye, you definitely got to get up there to about 90. Not often does Zibanejad let the puck fall over his stick or miss one time. Actually, 89 is fair. Shot blocking, fine. I think offensive awareness 90, defensive awareness 85. I don't see Mika Zibanejad as a penalty killer, per se, but I do see him as someone that is quite offensively aware. And with that in mind, I think we can knock up the puck control to 92. I think that's fair for Mika Zibanejad. 85 is a good overall for him because in NHL 17 that would have him at an 88, which I think is reasonable. It's just a matter of fixing up some stats. Matt Zuccarello. I guess medium top 6 would be fair for Zook. I don't feel like he's in he shows flashes of being elite, but I don't think he is elite. I don't think he's got 92 skating. Like, Zook's a quick skater, but I don't see him being that fast. Okay, that's fair. I think the shot can be knocked down a little bit. I don't think he's got I think he's got an accurate shot, but I don't think his shot's very hard. Excuse me, hard. Agility, fine. Yeah, again, he's not a crazy fast player. He's pretty well balanced. Not often does Zuccarello get injured. I think Deaking should be up there at 93 just because of his shootout. His poise got to be up there at 85. I don't know what else this guy has to do to be considered a leader and a playoff performer. Hand-eye can be up there at 90. Offensive awareness should be 80, 89. Defensive awareness can get knocked down. Offensive goes up, I guess. Stick checking. I think stick checking's fair at 87. Let me just take one last look around on him. I think you can knock up his aggressiveness to about 83. He's a very aggressive player, and he does a very good job of knocking guys off the puck. Balance can probably go up by a couple. He does get knocked down very easily in this game, which is reasonable for a guy his size and stature, but in real life, unless he's lined up, he doesn't really fall a lot on his own. I think Zuccarello is quite balanced. So I don't think his overall even went up or down. I think he stayed at 84. I think the only overall that went up so far that we edited is McDonough. We're just playing around with the individual stats, the smaller stats. Brady Shea, I don't understand why he's low elite. He proves night after night that he could be better than Ryan McDonough, if not already is. Body checking, again, we're going to knock that down to about an 83. He's not overly physical. He's physical, but not overly physical. Speed, you could probably knock up to about a 90. I think 90 is good for him. Passing, 88. Puck control, 87. He's got a decent shot. He's not a scorer by any means. I think they did a good job of evaluating his shot. He's a great skater. I think the agility can be 90. Strength, okay, I think the strength we can knock down 1. Acceleration, 90. Balance, 88 is good. Not often. He's a big boy. He doesn't get knocked down very often. That's fair. That's fair. Durability, I don't recall him getting injured any time recently. Poise, okay. Hand-eye. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Shot blocking, I think go to 87. I think stick check can go up to 80. I think offensive and defensive awareness would both go up to 88 apiece. Discipline, I feel like he does take a decent amount of penalties. Let me just fact check that before I go ahead and make that a thing. Yeah, he had 42 penalty minutes last year. This year he's got 8. I think discipline's fair at 80. Maybe it could be anywhere between 79 and 81 is fair for Brady Shea. I guess you smack it hard in the middle, that's fine. That's what I think about Brady Shea. I think one day he will be better than Ryan McDonough, but for now, just for growing purposes and whatnot, and keeping the game as fair as possible, I think Brady Shea's fair there. Chris Kreider, The thing with Chris Kreider is I feel like they did a very good job of evaluating him. But there are some things that just need tweaking. Let's see. Okay, speed. I think it's fair to say Kreider's got like 91, 92 speed. Passing. I think passing's fair at 86. Although, let me just take a look at him right now. I think you could argue that down a little bit. He's only got 6 assists this year. He had 25 last year. But you could probably knock the passing down to 85 and increase his shot to about 1 each. Maybe not the power. Well, maybe the power, just not the accuracy for Chris Kreider. I don't think his wrist shot's very accurate, to tell you the truth. He's got a hard shot, though. He controls the puck very well. Body checking is good at 89. Acceleration, again, that's going to be like 92. He's a very fast skater. He's not very agile. He's strong, but he's looked a little weak this year. Again, the balance. He wasn't overly balanced this year. He's not much of a stick handler. He's pretty aggressive. I guess he had decent poise. His hand-eye I'm going to knock up there. He's pretty good at deflecting pucks and getting the stick down. I think stick check can be knocked down to an 85. I think that's fair for Kreider overall. Again, I don't think, did his overall go up or down? I don't know. I don't think his overall went up or down. I think 83 is a good median for him. JT Miller, I think it's ridiculous that he's medium top 6. I would give him low elite. I would knock his body checking down by 2. Up the puck control and passing. Up his shot by 1 in every single category. Boom. Knock down the strength. Keep the acceleration up. Balance. Probably knock the balance down a little bit. Face-offs, you can probably put up to 77. It's a little bit more respectable. Deking, 88. He's not overly aggressive. Hand-eye, 88. Offensive awareness, 88. Defensive awareness, like 86. I think that's JT Miller-esque, and I think he'll only get better. He had 53 or no, he had 56 points last year, so it's not like he played terrible last year, and he's doing very well this year too. Kevin Hayes, him I want to take a very long look at because he's a hard player to give numbers to. He's not very fast. I don't know why his body checking stats so high. Rarely does Kevin Hayes for check, so I think 80 is a fair body checking. I think his passing, 80. I think puck control, 90. Well, 89. I think you can knock down the shot power by 2 and up the accuracy by 2. He's not overly agile. He's not very... well, he's strong, but he doesn't really use it. He doesn't showcase it very often. Again, speed can get knocked down. Balance, he's very balanced. He's been one of the better face-off guys in the Rangers this year. He's been one of the better face-off guys in the Eastern Conference this year, actually. Not often is he hurt, so I don't know why his durability is 85. I don't know why his deking isn't 90. I think that's fair. Between 88 and 90 is fair for him. Although you could argue sometimes it's ridiculous. Aggressiveness, he's not aggressive. I don't know why he's got such a high aggressive category. Hand-eye coordination is ridiculous on Kevin Hayes. I think 89 will give to him just so we're playing fair. Offensive awareness, boom. Defensive awareness is fine and fine. Now for Kevin Hayes, I think they have him listed as a power forward. Contrary to my belief, I think he is a playmaker through and through. Just taking another look at him. There's so many... I want to make him so much better than an 83, but there's only so much you can do in this game. I think 83 is fair. I think that makes him a good second-line center. Let's see. Kreider. Rick Nash. I want to take a long look at Rick Nash, too. Again, as a Ranger fan, I have a lot to say about these players and a lot I could do to these players that would make them more realistic and fair for the game. Speed, but body checking. Rick Nash is not late checks. He's 70 body checking, if that. Puck control, he controls the puck well, good passing. The shot's fine. I'm not going to play around with that. He's agile. He's strong, but not that strong. I think his acceleration goes to 87 too. He's balanced. Deking, I don't know why his deking's not 90. Aggressiveness, he's not aggressive. Poise, he's been around the NHL for a while now, 88. It's fair for him. Hand-eye, 88. Shot blocking, I'm going to move up to an 82. Defensive awareness, I don't know why his defensive awareness is 83. It makes no sense. I'm going to knock up to... he's a two-way forward now, is what Rick Nash has turned into, and quite a talented one, too. We're even not going to aggressive down even more, because when you see Rick Nash going out of his way to bump into guys. I think the acceleration and speed we can actually knock down one each. And we're going to go to his individual stats. I think they still have him listed as a power forward too, which makes no freaking sense. I think Rick Nash is a two-way forward now. He's developed into a solid two-way forward that can play in the top 9. But he does show flashes of absolute brilliance and could very well be a good top 6 player on any team. Pavel Buchnevich, I think, honestly, this year, after the way he's played so far, call me biased if you want. I really don't care. Everything I said in my video comparing him to Kuznetsov and Tarasenko is coming true, so I'm giving him medium elite. He's earned it. Body checking, 78. He doesn't check a lot. Puck control, 88. Passing, we're going to go 89. No, actually, we'll go 90. That's fair. He doesn't have a hard shot, not by any stretch in the imagination. He's got an accurate shot, though. I wish my remote would work a little bit better. Actually, we're going to knock that puck control up to 92. I think that's fair. He's not that strong. I don't know why they give him these ridiculous stats. He gets up to top speed fast, although his top speed isn't that fast. Deking, I think, could be at 80, 89. It's fair. Aggressiveness, he's been pretty aggressive this year. I think I can respect the 80. Poise, I might knock the poise down a little bit later. Hand-eye, 88. Shot blocking is fair. Offensive awareness, we'll go 88. Defensive awareness, 84. He's not a two-way player. Not yet, at least. He doesn't take a lot of penalties at all. I think last year in the 41 games he took, he only had like 4 to 6 penalty minutes, something like that. I'm talking about minors, not fighting majors, because I think he had a couple fighting majors last year. But in terms of minors, I think he only took 2 minors last year. Because he had 2 fighting majors. Right? Maybe discipline will knock down an 80. I think that's fair for him. I think this is good for Buchnevich. I think 83 is good. I would much rather see him at like 84. But you got to give the kid room to grow, too. Just to keep the game more interesting. Honestly, I don't even need the Rangers stat page up right now. I could give a damn about that. Nick Holden, yeah. Everybody knows about Nick Holden. Let's talk about him for a minute. I like Nick Holden. I really do. But the way he's playing this year, he needs amends. Okay, puck control, 80. He still passes the puck well. I don't think his shot's that accurate. I do think he's strong. I think he's a decent skater. Well, yeah, 81 poise, hand-eye is fine, shot blocking, offensive awareness. I don't really see him block too many shots. I think this is fair. Just round him out a little bit. Not too cray. I did think I had a lot to do with him, but there's really not much you can do. His overalls are pretty fair for the most part. He just doesn't control the puck very well. He has very small puck control compared to last year. Michael Grabner, I think we should take a look at. Now, the problem is with Michael Grabner, when you edit him to make him up to par with where he actually is, you make his overall ridiculous. So we're just going to have to go in deep here. Body checking, we're going to pretend he doesn't body check as much as he does. We're going to lower that passing down to an 82. We're going to knock the shot up because he's a near damn 30-goal scorer now. Puck control, we could probably put up to 85. Speed, he's not that agile. We'll knock the strength down, just keep his overall fair. Acceleration, accelerates faster than most guys in the NHL. So good balance. Durability, I hope I don't jinx him, but he hasn't been really getting hurt that often. He's not really a great stick handler. I don't know why his stick handling is at 87. I think 84, 85 is fair. He's pretty poised. Been in the league a good amount of time now. Hand-eye. I think hand-eye can go up to 87. Now, I want to knock up the offensive awareness to 84, but defensive awareness to 85. Keep the shot blocking low at 83 and stick checking up at 85. That way he's a good penalty killer. And he's also, I think 82 will have him as a third liner. Oh, shit. I got to make sure he's not a sniper. Sometimes they got him listed as a sniper. It's so stupid. God damn it. I got to change. All right. So I view Michael Grabner now as a two-way forward more than a sniper. I think most people can agree with that. Two-way forward. I think he's a pretty good two-way forward. He kills penalties, so his defensive awareness has got to be somewhat up there. Okay. He's holding. Now, Mark Stahl. I don't understand why they knocked Mark Stahl's overall down. Mark Stahl's been playing very well this season. I haven't seen any displeasures from fans about Mark Stahl. Now, I think his offensive stats can be kept low because he's not a great offensive player. Um, just take a look and see what they gave him. Okay, this is all okay so far. Yeah, defensive awareness can go up to 87. Stick checking can knock down to 88. I think shot block can go up to 88, though. I don't know why they had him at 80 overall. I think 81's a good number for Mark Stahl. He's still pretty aggressive. He's still pretty tough, too. I think he's pretty well balanced as well. I think he's still a tough player. But I just think there were some things that need to be fixed on Mark Stahl. Well, actually, I'm gonna make sure he stays at 81. I think 81's a good number. So if I gotta knock down that body checking, that's fine. I just don't want to see him at freaking 80 overall. It doesn't make sense. He's not that bad. I think 81's better. Brendan Smith. Let me just take a look at what they did with him. Yeah, for the time being, that's fine. Jimmy Vesey. They gave him high top 6 potential, which makes sense only because, I mean, I would have given him a medium top 6 if he was 23 or 24 years old. But you got to give him the high top 6 just so he grows faster, so I'm okay with that. The body check can get knocked down a couple. Puck control, passing, that's got to go up. This has all got to go up. Agility, fine. Strength can get knocked down a little bit. Okay, balance, fine. Deking, I think he's been a very good stick handler. I think his hand-eye should be a lot higher. I think his offensive awareness is like 86 too. I think this is good for Vesey, 80 overall. Although, sometimes he plays a lot better than an 80 overall. This is what we're going to leave it at just for the fairness of the game. Should have was like a third-line checker, fourth liner at the very least. David Desharnais. He's played well this year, but I think we got to touch up on some of his overall. Some of them are a little confusing. That's fair. Actually, I take that back. His overall actually doesn't look terrible. Not terrible at all. I think D can get lowered a little bit. Hand-eye can go up. Offensive awareness can go up. I think that's good for David Desharnais. Just to get his overall up enough so son of a bitch, man. Just so we can get him enough to where he's at 78 overall, so he's listed as an actual fourth liner, not a depth forward, so you're not forced to send him down. I'll take care of the rest of these in a little bit. I actually gotta go run to work now. I'm gonna split the video here, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. For you, it was a matter of milliseconds. For me, it was a matter of days. Yeah, I get sidetracked pretty fast. Got home from work, watched the Ranger game, and then went to bed right after the Ranger game. Get ready to wake up at 6 in the morning to go to work the next day. Alright, if I recall correctly, we're up to David Desharnais on our little roster update. At least I think that's where we were. Oh, screw me. Okay. 1 second. Did everything undo itself? No, okay, we got it. Okay. Yeah, I think Desharnais was the last guy we did. Yes. Okay. Start to Jesper Fast. Jesper Fast, it is not hard to determine what Jesper Fast is. You know, it was a two-way forward or grinder. I don't know whether he was having a sniper. I don't know. Is he more of a two-way or a grinder? I'm going to say two-way just for argument's sake. Although he can be considered a grinder, I suppose. Yeah. Top 9 is fair. Body checking can get raised. He does throw a good amount of checks. That's also fair. He's pretty strong. He's well balanced. Pretty durable. Pretty durable. He's pretty aggressive. I think he's got good poise. He's pretty consistent and mature. Shot blocking. He blocks shots. He's very defensively aware. And he has good stick checking. Jesper Fast is one of my favorite two-way forwards in the NHL. Not just because I'm a Rangers fan, just because watching him on a night-to-night basis, you get to see how smart he is when he plays the game. So I think 80, what I'm at 80, 79, 80. I think that's relatively fair. Jesper Foss. Like, take a look at his individuals. Yeah, because he's not a dynamo offensively. He's good for between 20 and 30 points a year. Yeah, this is fair. That's good for Foss. We did Dace Harnace. Steven Kampfer. They got him listed as a defensive defenseman. If he was a defensive defenseman, then I'm a goalie. And I've never played goalie in my life. So, he's a two-way. For his individuals, yeah, I don't know why. You know what? Actually, that is fair, now that I think about it. Okay. Do something like that. They're pretty good with Kampfer overall. I just want to see him at 76 because that's where I think he's fair at. Probably can make him a little bit quicker than he is. What he's got, 83s? Yeah, I give him 84s. 84s is fair. Someone just text me. I don't care. Email, leave me alone. Paul Carey. As many people know, I have a strong dislike for him as an NHLer. But, you know, I guess we have to kind of do this now. We'll give him low bottom 6. I just want to make him a little bit better than he is because he is like a 75, 76 overall, I'd say, in real life. We could probably knock these two up. Controls the puck very well. Shot's a little accurate than that, but not as hard. He's a good forechecker. He's definitely poised. I don't know why he's got 70 poise. He's pretty consistent. Shot blocking, we'll just knock up just to get his overall up. I don't think he's got a 70 for shot blocking. Defensive awareness and offensive awareness, we can match at 80. Discipline, he does take stupid penalties. Yeah, 76 is fair for Paul Carey. Just so he's not 74. Because 74 is definitely incorrect for him. I don't think that's very fair at all. Carey, Kampfer, and Boo Nieves. Now, I never understood why they decided to give Nieves high AHL top 6. It didn't make sense to me. I think medium top 9 is very fair. Boom, we'll get that checking stat up there. Puck control. Passing. Knock a shot down because he can't score to save his life. At least at the moment. But you want to give him something good to build off of. He is only 23. Agility, strong. Get the acceleration up by 1. Face-offs, I think we can see at 74, 75. We'll leave it at 74 because, again, he's still young. Give him something to build with. Aggressiveness, we'll knock up to 80. Poise, I could almost lower that, actually. Yeah, put that down to like a 73. He's still young. Hand-eye, 81. Shot blocking, sure. We'll go 80. 78. Stick checking, we'll get up to 83. Actually, no. You know what? Nieves has played a solid defensive game. So I think we'll do 81-81 here. I think that's fair. Maybe even 82 offensive awareness. Just because he does sling the puck pretty well. Why did that go up so high? Aggressiveness. Yeah, maybe 81 for aggressiveness. Not often is he knocked down. I'm just taking a second look over his stats. I'd like to see him at like a 78, 79. Well, maybe not 79, but I think 77, 78 is fair for him. His body checking, I get that up to 84. And you know, he does show flashes of being a pretty elusive skater. So we can even knock that up a little bit. Maybe just put up his shot by one by everything. I just want to see him at a 78. That way he cracks the lineup in the game, in the video game. I'm sure we can knock up the aggressive to 84. Shot blocking up by 1. Defensive awareness up by 1. Damn, dude, you are a tough nut to crack. Discipline. He does not take a lot. Well, he does take a few. There we go, finally. 78 overall. Okay. Boo Nieves. I'll probably leave out Cristobal. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Let's make this a long-ass video. We're going to go ahead and edit the Wolfpack 2. Let's just look at the goalies. Okay. I don't know why he's listed as a low starter. Because he's not. The franchise. Low backup. We gotta be realistic here, and that's how he's been playing, 77. I could even lower him more than that, which I might even go back and do, but he's not been playing very well. Lundqvist, I don't know why he's got low elite. I think it's quite clear that Henrik Lundqvist is still an elite goalie. So we'll actually go high elite, just so he keeps his overall up and whatnot. As for his individuals, I don't know. I guess 88's fair overall. I don't know why his durability is so low. That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's knock his durability up there. A couple years ago, I would have had it that low, but this year, I don't know. I mean, seems alright. Passing, yeah. Passing, we're going to put down at like 77. I can't fucking pass the puck to save his life. 75 even. He can't pass the puck to save his life. You know what? Poise belongs at 95. He's been around for a while now. He knows what it takes to win. Okay, durability, vision, aggressiveness. He's not... Oh, what the fuck? He's not overly aggressive. That didn't go up at all, did it? Let me know in the comments if I accidentally just raised that. If I accidentally raised it, I gotta knock it back down. Agility, speed, 5-hole, 6-side. Yeah, I think it's fair. I think glove high maybe can go up by 1 or 2. How did his overall go to... maybe... I guess that glove high just knocked his overall up to 89. But realistically, we know where he is. Let's go to the AHL now. Take a look at Hartford. Edit them a little bit here. Alright, Tony DeAngelo, I'm not even going to touch. Seems to got him down pretty good. Ryan Sproul, same thing, not going to touch him. Peter Holland, I'm just going to up his offensive awareness and down some of his defensive stats or physical stats. Because he's pretty offensively aware. One of the better offensive players in the minor leagues. So I definitely deserves a boost. Definitely warrants one. So we'll just keep that up there. You know, it only brings up to a 77. I think that's fine. Just leave him as is. Just so he gets his good offensive seasons in the AHL. Cole Schneider. Yeah, well, you can make his offensive stats a little bit better because I think he's leading the pack in points right now. You know, Holland came in with a lot of points, but before Holland came in, it was old Cole Schneider. So I just bring up his offensive awareness to 80. Again, just to give him a better leg to stand on in terms of realism. Alright, Barrett Glazer is about all I can give him. I don't think he'll be a consistent NHL defenseman anytime soon. I think medium 7th is fine. Kosmachuk, that's fair. Ryan Graves, we got to talk about. Because I don't know why his overall is so low when he could have been in the NHL this year. He made the last round of cuts for the Rangers. He does have one of the hardest slap shots. He put up a 102-mile-an-hour slap shot at the age of 20. So I don't know why his shot is so low. Power. Not the most accurate thing in the world, but it sure as hell is hard. We can go ahead and do that. Agility we can knock up. And just to round him out a little bit, I like to see him at 75. I think 75 is a good number for him. Aggressiveness, yeah. Poise, sure. Hand-eye, yeah. Offensive awareness, 76. Defensive awareness, 80. Pretty defensively aware. Fighting skill, 83. And that's fair for Ryan Graves, 75. He is pretty freaking solid. Oh, yeah, we didn't touch his potential. So for his potential, I've seen people say he's going to be a top 4 defenseman. But for the sake of realism, we'll throw, well, not for the sake of realism, for the sake of lack of biasness, we'll put a high top 6 potential for him. That way he does crack the NHL sooner rather than later. Vince Pedri. Yeah, I think high 7th is fair. I think that's fair for Vince Pedri. I'm not going to touch his individual stats, although I could make him a little bit better. but I don't really want to. I don't want to mess it up too much because I don't know how he's gonna grow. Filipino. Now I don't understand why they gave him medium top 9 potential. You know, at 17 years old, 18 years barely going on 18 years old, he cracked the NHL. I think low elite is. I think that's fathomable. God, this. Do you see this shit? This game sucks. Pretty tough. Controls the puck well. He's actually point per game in the minor league, so that's gotta amount for something. He's not too far off from being an NHL player. He's the Rangers' emergency call-up. He is their first responder. If an injury happens, either him or Vinny Leccieri. So again, that's got to mean something. He's pretty balanced. Yeah, face-off 75 is fair. Deking, I want to put up at like 82. Aggressiveness, he is quite aggressive. Poise, sure. Hand-eye, knock up to an 81, 82. Shot blocking fine, boom. I think 76 is a good number for him. If we can get him up to a 76, I'm happy. Hand-eye, we can even put up a little bit more. You know, we'll just put the body checking stat just to get his overall numbers up. Endurance, he's still young. Aggressiveness, sure, we'll knock that up. As long as he's, again, 76 overall is a good number for him. I'll put him like this. So that get him 76? No. No. Discipline. Why is his discipline only 70? That's why his overall so damn low. There we go. That's 76 overall right there. Perfect. Filipino. Low elite. 76 overall. I just gotta hope the game grows him. Okay. Who's up? Neil Pionk. Okay. Neil Pionk's another one. I don't know why he's given medium 7th defenseman. People have him listed as a future top 4 defenseman in the NHL. He was about as coveted as I'll give him low top 4 again, just for biasness. As Will Butcher. Not as good as Will Butcher, but close. Speed, up there. Puck control, up there. Passing, way up there. Shot, not the hardest shot you'll ever see, but pretty accurate from the point, which is important. Strength, acceleration, sure. I want to see him at like a 73 or 74 overall. Deking, that was put on display against the Islanders when he scored that disgusting goal. Yeah, we'll go like this. I just want to get his number up there. There we go, 73. There you go, 73 is fair. And the rest will round itself out. He's already like 22 years old. So he may never grow in this game with the low potential. He's 22, yeah. Alright, Tambellini. Heart of hearts, I really want to make him better. But not all too much you could say about him. He was a pretty good prospect, but you put him on a shitty team for long enough, and all that good prospectness goes away. Vinny Leccieri. I think medium to high top 9 is fair for him. He's an excellent skater. He controls the puck decently, but he's a better passer and shooter. His shot's not very hard, but is very accurate. Just watch him in practice. I think you can watch the Wolfpack's live streams or whatnot. You can watch him practice. Watch him play around. He's very talented. No. Deking, probably up to 86. Hand-eye, 83. Offensive awareness, 83. He's the second call-up right behind Filipino. So if we can see him at 75 in this game, that's good. 75 is a good number for him. He's an aggressive little player. Sure, we'll up the balance a little bit. Give him a little bit of strength, make him a little stronger. Slap shot power up by 1. No, okay, nothing's working here. Puck control. Body checking. There we go, okay. And now what do they have him as? If they have him as a weird player type, what do they? Center sniper, that's fair. Vinny Leccieri as a center sniper, I can live with. Again, 75 overall. He almost made the NHL roster this year. I don't know how he didn't. I think it was all because of what's his name? Fucking pull carry. Can't knocky. That's fine. That's fine. Whitney's fine. Selleck, okay. Ryan Gropp, I want to make a little bit better. I don't want to make his defensive stats better. I want to make his offensive stats better. He's got like 3 goals in the past 2 games in Hartford right now. Another guy that controls the puck well, moves the puck well, gets the puck to the net, drives the net. Just got to work on finishing and just brush up on certain areas. Strength, acceleration, short balance, pretty well balanced. They sent him down a little earlier than I would have liked in training camp, but I think they wanted to see him develop more in Hartford and get acclimated to Hartford. I don't think they counted on him making the NHL team. So, if we can get him at like a 71, 72, it's a good number for him. 71, yeah, that's fine. And also, I'm going to give him high bottom 6 or high top 9. You know, we'll just leave it at medium top 9 for the time being. I could always go back and edit that because he's a solid prospect. A handful of 30-goal seasons in the minor, WHL, where we played. Gabe Fontaine, I don't know why they gave him such a low potential and low overall. He's not overproducing in Hartford, but he's not underproducing either. He's doing what's required of him right now. I think high bottom 6 is very fair. Fontaine is another one. He was very, very close to cracking the Rangers roster out of training camp. As the 13th or 14th forward. He was not far off. He was in one of the last rounds of cuts. I was rooting for him. So we'll just make him better than what he is, because they give him a shit overall. And plus, with the overall he's at now, he will not be playing in the minor leagues in any standard simulation. So we just got to make sure that he does. Son of a bitch, man. Why is this game so fucked sometimes? Okay. Come on. Get off of there. Thank you. Jesus. Should keep making him a little bit better at a time. I think 70, 71 is good for him. Same level as Ryan Gropp, I suppose. He's a big boy, so we can give him good balance. You know, yeah, he's 6'5". What the hell am I doing? Yeah, good puck control. Hard shot. Big, strong body. Pretty aggressive, I'd say. Having watched a few of his highlights in Hartford, he does not shy away from plastering somebody when he gets the opportunity to. Doesn't happen often, but he does do it. He doesn't avoid contact by any means. He just, I don't know, I feel like he shies away from the physical game a little bit too much sometimes. Where, again, he's 6'5", and you'd like to see him, again, try to plaster people against the boards. Legally, of course. Let's see. I just want to get that number up to 71, then I'll be happy. There we go. And what do I have his player type as? That's fair, I guess. He is a Kevin Hayes type guy. I did edit his potential, right? I don't have to go back and do that again. Good, okay. Okay, knock you selling, blah, blah, blah. Brandon Crawley, I don't know why his overall is so low. I'm going to give him high 7th potential. Yeah, he's another one. Had a very, very good showing at training camp. Even scored a goal. He's a hard kid not to root for. Plays his heart out. Rangers drafted him this past draft. And like the 4th round, 5th round, I think, they drafted Crawley. People expected him to go undrafted for the 3rd straight year, and the Rangers saw something in him that they liked. And rightfully so, because he's been doing very well in Hartford. And he had a very good showing at training camp. He's described as like a mature player. He understands the game. He's just raw talent for the most part, though. He does have a lot of... he shows flashes of being one day an NHL defender, but he's got to build off of those and get to the league one day. He already is 20 years old. So the clock is ticking on Brendan Crowley, but I think 68 is a fair number for him. He's not in the 70s. He's not that close to being NHL ready. But I think in the 60s, the high 60s is a good base. Happy Chappies had a very good year in the ECHL. He actually had a very, very good year in the ECHL. I don't want to mess around with him too much, though. Let's go back to Green. Let's go to the Swamp Rabbits now. Son of a bitch. Yeah, Chappie was lighting the lamp in the ECHL, so much so that they called him up to Hartford. Alright, Swamp Rabbits. Here we go. Okay. No. I gotta find the right guys to upgrade. Brendan Truk. He's had a very good year. ECHL. I think 67 overall is a good number for him. He's not an NHLer, but he may be an AHLer of the future. And he's a former draft pick of the Dallas Stars, I believe. I think they picked him in like the 6th round or the 7th round, something not too long ago. But then was later released on account of him not being an AHL capable player. But he's had a very good year in Greenville. Matter of fact, let me actually pull up the Greenville Swamp Rabbits stat sheet right here for you on HockeyDB. Let's see, Brendan Truk. 5th round, 134 overall. Okay. So right now, guys that definitely need jumps. Truk's point per game, but the guy I really want to take a look at right now. Where is he? Where's Caleb Herbert? There he is. This guy is so underappreciated, man. He's got 31 points in 20 games in the ECHL. He is very, very close to getting called up to Hartford. He's really not that far away. And when he does get called up, I expect him to be quite a player in Hartford when he gets there. Because he's ridiculous in ECHL. There's no reason why he shouldn't be called up. And his skating ability is pretty up there too. Having watched him play in the Swamp Rabbits home opener, he just looks like a very solid player. Again, he's playing against other ECHLers, but he looked pretty good. I liked watching him play. He was definitely one of the standouts for the Swamp Rabbits. Yeah, he's a very solid, well-rounded player. He's one of the better players in the ECH. I think 71's a little bit high. Let me go back and fix that up. Let me just lower his physical stats. I think 70 is a very, very fair number for him. We just gotta downgrade the right stats. There we go. 70 overall is a good number for him. Okay. I'm actually going to go back and take a look at Chappie in a minute, but I want to find Alan McPherson too. Make him a little bit better. Get him up to like a 68, 69 overall range. He has, I think, 26 and 20. If I saw that right. 26 and 20. More of a setup guy. Herbert is definitely the finisher. Although he does set up a lot of guys too. You see more along the lines of setting up on part of Alan McPherson. Although I think he's buried 8 goals this year. Deaking, just move up there a little bit. Just round out his overall. Hand-eye, sure. Shot block, I can leave that. Come on. 20 is 6'9", that's fair overall for him. Sure, we'll get the durability up there. Well, it shouldn't be this hard to get a guy's overall up. There we go, 69. Yeah. With Caleb Herbert being the one major exception because he's just ridiculous right now. Dawson Liedel actually got called up to the ECHL. The AHL, rather. I want to fix him up a little bit here. Because when the Rangers signed him, he was another very, very solid college free agent. I just think he needs rounding out Alright, we need to make him AHL capable. So I'm just gonna touch up on all his stats, make him a little bit better everywhere, just to get the overall up, and then we'll move. Then I'll roster move him up to Hartford, just to get him up there. I just want to get him up here just so I remember to do it, because if I put his overall way up, I'll know to move him up. There, that's fair, whatever. Yeah, 69, whatever. I'll move him up to Hartford anyway. I don't give a shit. Okay, there's Dawson Lidl. Yeah, I guess Joe Hawk, or Hawk, whatever the hell his name is. I guess he's kind of earned an upgrade too. I don't know why they have him listed as a defensive defenseman. Maybe because he's a bigger, more physical body, but watching him play, he got 15 points. Son of a bitch. He got 15 points in the 19 games that he's played. He moves the puck very well. He can play a two-way game. But I like to see him more as an offensive defenseman. Again, like, this is why EA Sports, they got to do a little bit more research when you're doing this shit, man, because I don't think they pay attention. Oh, my edge of the juice. We're just gonna get his offensive stats up there. Anything that would contribute to his offensive output is what I'm gonna upgrade. Deking being one of them. Hand-eye being another one. A pretty big one. Offensive awareness. I don't know why it's as low as it is. Put that to 79. Defensive awareness 74. Sure. The shot blocking up there just to get the overall up. Stick checking again just to get the overall up. 67's fair for Joe Hawk. I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's really all I'm gonna say right now for the ECHL Swamp Rabbits. Could do a little bit more, but unfortunately, I don't watch them on a night-to-night basis. So I think we'll be okay with just this. Again, I can go on and do this for hours upon hours. Like I said, I'm going to go through every NHL, AHL, ECHL. I got so much shit to do, man. This is just the beginning. That like 45 minutes was just the Rangers. Now imagine doing that with every single franchise. I got to go through the NHL, AHL, ECHL, WOQ. Bunch of teams, yeah, a bunch of teams throughout all these. Yeah, man. Oh, my God. We are so far away from the next franchise mode, it's not even funny. Oh, man. All right. That's not even counting the players I got to create. Oh, God, you can hear my voice. I'm yawning. All right, if I ever figure out how to do a live stream, maybe I'll do a live stream, and I'll do it on there. That way I'm kind of forced to push through because I get very dissuaded from doing this sometimes. I get tired and bored. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching. Consider making it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.